back to Draco's Creator Corner. Your only channel is sponsored by Hershey's. Hershey's make a lot of good chocolate and a lot of beautiful ice creams. So make sure you check those and that company out. Today, we are going to be doing one of the most things I have ever watched. You know, it has Soleil Moon Frye and Cherry Johnson, and you know that TV show people played it. Punky Brewster! Punky Brewster. So it's time to look into this Punky Brewster Easter egg and throwbacks, see what's going on, and I'm going to be looking up some characters. Actually, I'm not going to be looking, you know what, I'll just look up characters. I'm not going to do the Easter eggs because I know that the video will be too long to take and to watch. So I'm just going to type up characters. So the first one that we're going to be dipping into, Soleil Moon Frye. Soleil Moon Frye was an American actress in general, director, producer, and screenwriter. She began her career as a child actor at the age of 2 when she was 7. Let's go back into Wikipedia and look into it a bit more. Okay. Soleil won the role of Penelope Punky Brewster in the NBC sitcom Punky Brewster. That's what I like. The series debuted in September 16th, 1984, and earned constantly low ratings since it was complicated. If you guys ever watched the 1984 or 2021 Punky Brewster, let me know in the comments. So this is a picture of Soleil Moon Frye here at the 2010 Consumer Electronics Show. Also, you can find out who this character is because you might know what the characters are because Soleil Moon Frye and Cherry Johnson have been a lot more common. The question though is how Soleil Moon Frye created Punky Brewster. Actually, she created Punky Brewster in 1984. Dedicated to that, she was born in Glendora, California, and born in August 6th, 76, okay. So, if you guys ever remember these characters, let me know in the comments section. Also, if you know that we're going to be looking at more characters, and then we're going to get going. So, actually, we're going to start with TK Carter. So, also, if you guys remember TC Carter, let me know in the comment section. Wait a minute, what's her call? Okay. So, if you guys ever remember these characters, and let me know in the comments. So, we're going to be starting off with TK Carter. TK Carter is an American actor in films. Also, we got TK Carter. If you guys remember him, he's the person who played Mike Fulton, also known as Punky, teacher in the orphanage service of Fenster Hall. If you guys ever know that episode, Fenster Hall, you might know in the description. Also, if you decide to find any other character that you might like on the Punky Brewster TV show that you might know in the comments. So, let's get going. How can I stop laughing? I cannot. Okay. So, let's we're gonna be talking about the characters inside the TV show. So, okay, here we go. So, have you heard of TC Finestra? TC Finestra was a character in Punky Brewster who was stealing Punky's stuff in her bedroom in the episode of Fencer Hall, just like I talked about before. And we got a lot of information about this character. Like, we got Blade, Punky Brewster's villains, Wikipedia fandom. Let's see. Let's go into this. Ooh. So you're gonna. Ooh. I gotta get rid of it. Okay, so this is Blade from Punky Brewster. So you're gonna take your poor little homeless self back there to be auctioned over. So it says right here that Blade was a thief who found TC Finestra, who was an orphan, and raised him to be as a thief as well. Blade uses a knife as a weapon, hence the name, and to eat apples with. When TC stole Punky's pencil box, which contains a Chicky toy, Hello Kitty eraser, and 2 Bugs Bunny pencils, Punky followed TC to Blade's hideout, and TC for not stealing proper stuff. Blade reminded TC that he took him in when he was lonely and gave him shelter and food. When Blade left his hideout to go stealing, Punky and her dog confronted TC, and he returned her stuff to him. Punky brought TC home to have dinner with her and her foster father, which is named Henry Wanamount. Henry Wanamount is a foster father from Punky in the original TV series Punky Brewster in 1984. Also, if you guys remember that episode where Soleil Moon from 2021 Punky Brewster reboot was talking to a picture of Henry, and the person who played him was George Gaines. George Gaines was the person who played Henry in general. He was born in 1917 and died in 2016. When Henry learned that TC is staying with Blade and figure out that Blade is a criminal in general, Henry brought TC to the orphanage Fencer Hall, and TC comes to the orphanage with a tantrum with Henry. At Fencer Hall, Mike Fulton, we remember this from T.C. Carter that we talked about, director of the orphanage, was helping TC feel welcome at the place and share a room with a few other guys. TC wasn't giving Fencer Hall a chance, so he escaped and went back to Blade's hideout. Blade smugly praises TC for fleeing Fencer Hall and remarks that he's returning. When TC is perplexed that Blade actually wants TC back there. Blade said isn't because he knows Fencer Hall had advertised upcoming auction, presenting the chance for a juicy. TC returns to Fencer Hall, get him a plan, and steal the money. TC isn't still much of a place, merely planning to do the job and get out, and the other boys, how his attitude stinks. Mike, who has been trying to keep the peace, manages to get the group calm enough to get TC to talk. TC opens up to Mike and gives him his tough guy act. TC tells Mike and the others that his mother died when he was born, and his father descended into alcoholism, drug abuse, and constantly shouting at TC for killing Miss Finestra. Mike tells TC that Mr. Finestra was wrong to blame him for his mother's death. Were other worse problems. TC lived in a trailer park, and his father drifted from one menial job to another, constantly proving unreliable employee and poor breadwinner. One day, TC coming home from school find an empty spot where his trailer once stood. With no sign of his home or his father, causing TC to break down in tears, Mike said that it is grueling for a young boy to deal with, but attacking others and blaming himself for his father's misdeeds is unhealthy. So, we get to read about TC Finestra and Blade from Punky Brewster. Yeah, Sylvester. How do I get out of here? Go on, I gotta get out. Woo. Okay, but press harder. Oh no. I'm just gonna go back to the Easter eggs because I don't know what to do to get
Holy
out.
Macanoli, Punky Brewster is back.
Yes.
Henry's apartment may look a little different, but some things never change. Like all the Easter eggs and throwbacks you'll see in the new Peacock original series, Punky Brewster. Let's get started. You're definitely gonna see some familiar faces.
Yep.
In the first episode.
So this is what we talked about. So Moonfry was talking to a picture of Henry Warnemount in the 1984 series Punky Brewster in NBC, who died, and the guy who played him. And we found that Soleil Moonfry was playing Punky Brewster, and Fry won the role for playing her in general. At some point, you may know there are other characters on the line, but you might know is that there are other characters in 2021 Peacock original series reboot, Punky Brewster. And you know that Izzy was in the 2021 Punky Brewster reboot, and who was voiced by Quinn Copeland. Quinn Copeland, who have been getting a lot of chats and a lot of featuring in the YouTube videos, and I watched a video of her chatting with other people. She was the girl who played Izzy in general, and we often know that the character will be coming together for a chance. Also, I keep talking so hard. Okay, so in general, we definitely know that other things that may change to these characters is how their behaviors. The behavior of Daniel, the person who plays him, his Oliver De Los Santos, has been getting a lot of weird things. In the 2021 Peacock new series, Punky Brewster, you might know that Oliver De Los Santos was who played Danny on the Punky Brewster reboot. It's important to know that these characters can finally look like them in real life and sitcom life. We might know that any of these questions might relate to other characters from other sitcoms. Unlike Small Wonder, it's not going to produce a reboot in general. I imagine to find out if I could do this Punky Brewster, but we're going to read more characters. Okay. We already looked up Blade. We look at other characters. Going along. So, we remember this person here, which is named Margot Kramer. Margot Kramer is Punky's friend in the 1984 NBC series. And we also know that it says Margot Kramer is Punky and Cherry's rich and sometimes snobby friend. She eventually becomes less self-centered, much to the benefit of her friendship with Punky and Cherry. She's portrayed in original and reboot series by Amy Foster, who also voiced her in It's Punky Brewster. If you guys ever remember, It's Punky Brewster, it's a cartoon that was debuted in 1985. If you guys ever watched that cartoon, I'll tell you guys in the video. We can see that Amy Foster, who played Margot, has going to get a role if we... There's not too much information. Okay, so we got another character on Blues, which is called Casey Ellison. Casey Ellison, who played Alan in Punky Brewster in 1984. And if you guys know that, if you remember some of these 1984 characters that came back from a 2021 reboot, you gotta let me know in the rest of the video. Amy Foster, who was born August 5, 1975. Whoa, that's close to Soleil Moon Frye. Okay, is an American former child actress, voice, artist, and singer. She's best known for her role as Margot Kramer in the TV show Punky Brewster in 1984. Also, if we can find out in the reboot, we can find that she has been debuted in the 2021 reboot. As we go into it a little bit more, we can find out who's going to be. So who is the dad on the new Punky Brewster? Based on what I clicked here, it seemed it worked, but also gave same characters. So I kind of find George Gaines, who played Henry in the 1984 series. So I just gonna have to do with this procedure. Also, Freddie Prinze Jr., who played, who was on Punky Brewster, 1984. We also know that the 2021 Punky Brewster is not complicated, unlike the 1984 one. As we looked into it a bit more, we can find that we can see right here Jason Goldberg. Jason Goldberg met up with Soleil Moon Frye, got divorced by Soleil Moon Frye. As you can find out, that we got one procedure in 2021 Punky Brewster for Amy Foster and this character. So we got a lot of photos of her right here, and they're all pretty accurate. One thing I want to type up is Margot Kramer and see if they have any photos. It only has 4, but man, look at all this. Look at all this. They're also a fan art for girls. Man, she got fan art? Whoa. Whoa. Okay. Yeah. Also, Punky Brewster has been very responsible for her 3 kids in the new Peacock 2021 reboot. Punky Brewster has been getting a lot of dates. Also, if you guys remember, you definitely know that Quinn Copeland has been getting a lot of chats, and and she also has her own YouTube channel, so make sure you check that out. If you got your phones out, then you better check her out. Also, we're gonna be typing up her. Man, I haven't done my Easter eggs yet. Oh, I'm definitely rude. But I'm just going to look up characters that I have been waiting for. Okay. So we got pictures of Quinn Copeland, aka Izzy, and we can see that there's a whole lot. Also, she also appeared on the channel, does a lot of podcasts, Popternative, and I watched a video of her. Also, if you guys ever remember, that Lauren Lindsay has been in the TV show as well. Quinn has been very responsible for taking and responsibly playing Izzy. And also, if you guys remember, that a whole bunch of procedures are very accurate, and there's a whole bunch, not small information, like 3, 2, or at least 1. So we're gonna type up Izzy Punky Brewster. Oh. 2021, the sassy child on the Punky Brewster reboot. So, if you guys ever remember this girl, let me know in the comments. Ooh, man, she has a craving for pancakes. Ooh. Okay, Izzy Lucky Brewster is a main character in the Punky Brewster reboot series. It's portrayed by, yes, we already know, Quinn Copeland. Ooh. We're not doing the quiz. Oh no, I cannot get it out! Wait a minute. No, we only got rid of that. Okay. We're gonna have to get back to the procedure again. What about happen? If I click here, it won't pop it up. It's very cool if they have a Punky Brewster Wikipedia. Okay. Isabel Lucky Brewster, age 8 years old, gender, no, I'm not gonna say it. Family, Henry Mormont, foster father, grandfather, deceased. Yeah, George Gaines. Punky Brewster, foster mother. If you guys know about Punky is an adult and she is a mother and with her 3 kids in the original, 2021 Punky Brewster. Brandy, also the dog in 2021. You guys remember he was named Brandon in 1984. In 2021, I did old videos of the Easter eggs. You might see that the color looks the same, and they put a whole bunch of 1984 characters in the TV show. We got more characters! Oh. Susan Brewster. If you guys ever remember that Susan Brewster was the abandoned mother of Punky Brewster in the 1984 series, and also it's basically in a drawing where Punky drew it. Punky Brewster is actually one of the best characters that you might ever find in the NBC or Peacock. Also, we got Henry Mormont on the fandom. It says Henry Mormont. Ooh. Henry Mormont was the building manager of the apartment building where Punky found a new home, an apartment on the 2nd floor after being abandoned by her mom in a car. He was portrayed in the original live-action series and cartoon series by the late George Gaines. He was born in 1924. Died. Also, if you guys ever remembered that Punky Brewster is one of your best characters that you can see on TV. I have been looking up so many characters, and also it's very basic. I remember all of them, and I remember them in the TV show. So, I guess this is where we're going to be ending. Before we end the video, I'm going to pull up one more character I remember from stories. Okay, so before we end this video, I'm going to be reading about Punky's mom in 1984. Also, this is Susan Brewster. Susan Brewster is the mother of Punky and grandmother of Hannah, Daniel, Diego, and Izzy. Also, Brandon, dog disease. Whoa. Punky Brewster, bottom in 1984. Also, if you guys ever remembered, Punky Brewster was appearing in 1984, banned by Punky. Also, this is where we're going to be ending for today's video, you guys. I really hope you enjoyed it. A big shout out to Jazz Perfection. She's the best channel ever. I mean, can you ever watch her channel? Make sure you grab your phone out and make sure that you subscribe to her channel. Also, if you guys ever remember Punky Brewster in 1984 or 2021, I might let you know at the end of the video. Because it's just the best. Punky Brewster is your original character on TV. Very cool. But one thing I do know is that the 1984 one is complicated. This is about Orphan Punky herself in there. And then about a person trying to steal her stuff. Okay. We'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye. Peace out. Woo!